Hi everyone, Sherry here for Chic Tags to show you how I use my Silhouette Cameo sketch pens to help create the title of my last layout. It's very easy to do. I was intimidated by the sketch pens when I first saw them, but discovered that they're actually quite easy to use. So the first thing that I did is I created my cut, so it could be shape or whatever. In this case, it's a title. I created my title, I welded it, I sent it to the Cameo, and I cut it. The next step is very important. After the Cameo has cut your original shape, you do not want to unload the mat. You simply want to change out the blade for a sketch pen. So once you've done that, then you want to create your internal offset for the pen to do its thing. So there we go. It's got a little bit of distance, but I really like to go with about 50 when I'm doing titles. I just like a little more distance in between my cut and my sketch pen. The next step is to remove the cut portion from the mat, leaving only the offset portion. This can be a little bit tricky. Sometimes you grab the inside, or I almost always grab the inside rather than the outside. And you'll see, you just simply click undo so that everything stays lined up. So in this case, oh, I got it the first try. Look at that. So you can tell when you remove it, this one's bigger. So I'm just going to remove it right off my mat. I'm left with my offset. Now I want to go and change the settings from blade to pen. So this is our blade setting. This is our pen setting. And you'll see it brings up the blade. I need to swap out of the blade and choose my sketch pen. Another thing that I do when I'm using the sketch pen is I choose double cut. That way it will just go over it twice. To be honest, the sketch pens work so well, I don't really see a difference from the once over versus the twice over, but it just gives me peace of mind. So from there, I would send this to my Silhouette, and it would give me my mark inside of my cut file. I don't know why I couldn't think of that, but it would give me the mark inside of my cut file, and my word would be done. I wanted to show you something else quickly while I have you here, and that is when we're welding. When we're welding scripty words like this one, for example, sometimes you'll see here, if I move my N over next to my I and get it overlapping so that it will weld properly, this just looks so squishy to me. It's often with scripty fonts, and you often have ing. And so I don't love that. So what I do, little trick I wanted to show you today, is I use the, I don't know what they're called, the edit points, I guess, to make my letter just a little bit bigger. So let's move the N back over. There we go. So now I can select my I. There. Now that I'm done undoing, I can select this, and I just want to make this point a little bit fatter. I can choose this, but that'll knock the size of the letter out of proportion for the rest of them. So I'm not going to do that. Sometimes it works depending on the font that you're using, but other times you want to, see how that moved a little bit? There. Other times you can just use the edit points. So see this? You just click and drag. Click out of there, and now I can put my letters back together or overlap them, and I like this look a lot better. I just have a little more space in between my I and my N. Now that I have my cut, I would send this to the Silhouette, I would cut it out, then I'd bring it back. I wouldn't unload it right out of the machine, and I'm going to choose the internal offset and give it a little more space again, up to 50. And remove my outer cut. This one will be a little bit easier to remove, and that's what I'm left with for my pen to draw on top of my cut. Super easy, right? If you have any questions about how to do this or anything you'd like to see as far as Silhouette goes, please feel free to leave me a comment, and I will be sure to get back to you. Thanks so much for watching.